everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Crack That Turning Problems into Solutions. This is me Priyasha Das and I'm up with the part 4 of the psychometric test videos. Now in this part we will be judging the energy scale. Energy wise भी दो तरह के लोग होते हैं. One is intuitive and the other one is observant. And if you remember my personality trait which I showed you, now this was the only scale in which the balance was a little not so wanted kind of thing, because I got 76% observant and 24% of intuitive. But the qualifying people had the scale again balanced between either 50-40 or like 50-50, 60-40. Okay, max to max they were like 70-30, but it should not cross beyond that. So keeping that in mind, we will try to today understand how can we manipulate few questions and the answers to the few questions so that you can just like get that same balanced score, so that आपकी intuitive and observant qualities can be in a balance. कुछ भी ज़्यादा ना हो. Okay, you should not be very much observant at the same time very much intuitive, क्योंकि उसकी disadvantages क्या है वो हम in detail समझेंगे. So, coming and starting with the intuitive personality, this type of personality relies on imagining the past and the future potentials of what they see. तो कह सकते हैं एक तरह से जो लोग बहुत ज़्यादा inner depth thoughts देते हैं कि अच्छा if this is happening, why is this happening, or else what will happen in the future अगर मैं ऐसा करता हूँ, जो अपने actions करने से पहले काफ़ी ज़्यादा सोचते हैं, we can say in short, those people fall into the category of more intuitive than observant. Similarly, observant style is more interested in the observable facts and more straightforward outcomes. You can say that, yes, if they think that doing this will now presently benefit a group of people, then they will be like, okay, let's do it. वो ज़्यादा नहीं सोचते कि अच्छा इसके after effects 10 साल बाद क्या होंगे या things like that. So this kind of a personality falls in the category of observant style. Now, observant style की एक और खासियत है that they avoid layering too much interpretation on what they see. Now, इससे हम क्या समझते हैं कि हमें किस टाइप के क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे जिससे वो समझेंगे that we are intuitive type और observation type. जनरली इंटरप्रिटेशन पे बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाएंगे, जैसे कि द मोस्ट कॉमन क्वेश्चन इज डू यू लाइक द मूवीज विच end in a very absurd manner and then leave it upon the viewers to decide ki what is the right thing and what is the wrong thing or what should have been the ending. इस तरह के absurd ending movies अगर आपको पसंद है, if you say that yes I truly agree that I like these movies, then you might fall into the category of intuitive, because intuitive लोग वैसे होते हैं जो थोड़े से जिन्हें एब्स्ट्रैक्ट आर्ट पसंद हो या जिन्हें खुद इंटरप्रेट करना ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है compared to listening to someone else's interpretation. और if you think that the movies which have a very normal ending, जो आपको डायरेक्टर ने दिखाया, आपने वो देख लिया and you're okay and fine with it, अगर आप इस तरह की endings prefer करते हो, then you are mostly falling into the category of observant, जो कि ज्यादा layered thought नहीं देते किसी भी चीज में. And I think मैंने ऐसे ही answer select किए थे. That was the reason I was more observant than intuitive. Okay, but one alert. Being intuitive doesn't mean that someone can't be practical, and at the same time, being observant doesn't mean that you have lack of imagination. Okay, it's just that we need to balance it. Anything going in on the extreme level can definitely be harmful, as I've always been telling this in all the psychometric test parts. But here also we need to understand that a particular thing should be kept in mind while answering the questions, so that you maintain that balance of either 50-50 or 60-40 or max to max 70-30. Okay, now let's see. One challenge people with the observant personality trait may face is that they might have too narrow perspective in thinking regarding something. वो ज्यादा सोचना प्रेफर नहीं करते, इसीलिए वो ज्यादा सोच नहीं पाते. लाइक वी कैन नॉट जस्ट थिंक अबाउट व्हाट कैन बी द फर्दर मोर पॉसिबिलिटीज ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर सिचुएशन, but the excellent trait is that they are the practical doers of the society. And इसका भी एक reason है. The reason behind being the practical doer in the society is because वो ज्यादा नहीं सोचते. अगर ज्यादा इंट्यूटिव टाइप ऑफ पर्सनालिटी हो जाए तो हम फिर सोचने लगेंगे कि हमारे एक्शन से अभी तो इन्हें फायदा हो जाएगा बट लेटर आउटकम्स क्या होंगे, 10 साल बाद क्या होगा, 5 years बाद क्या होगा. These type of things come into the mind, and that's the real reason why people like generally, prefer not to do something at very, at very easy stances. Okay, now let's talk about some statistics. So 91% of those with the intuitive trait say that they like to discuss different views and theories of what the world would be like in the future compared to 55% of the observant trait. ऐसा question आया था, in 16 personality test में, और आपको भी आएगा if you come for any other personality trait test. You would see that they will ask you that do you think about life after death or something like that, and if you go for a yes, then of course you would be seeing that you fall more into the intuitive type of personality. So make sure what type of answers you want to give there, and I will discuss something when I will discuss the questions. 59% of those with the observant trait say they would prefer art that has a clear theme, message, and meaning over the one which is vague and leaves too much of interpretation. Okay, as I have already mentioned this point, so I'll not repeat it again. ये open-ended movies और abstract arts पे applicable है. 88% of those with the intuitive traits say that they spend a lot of time thinking about what if scenarios, and यही चीज observant trait के लोग नहीं करते हैं, इसीलिए that's the reason that there is a difference. 83% of those with the intuitive trait say that their minds often drift off during a conversation. ये भी एक question आएगा आपको. Depending upon that, they will decide which kind of category do you fall in. But 58% of those find it that they drift off the conversation. But ये percentage बड़ा है in the intuitive one, and the reason is because they start thinking. Now, 71% of those with the observant trait say simplicity is more beautiful than complexity, compared with 52% of the intuitive trait. Intuitive trait को complexity पसंद है because only if you are offered something complex, you can apply your deep layer thinking to it, right? Okay, so statistics on its own place. Now, before I actually start up with the questions and the probable answer which you should give so that you get a balanced scale between intuitive and observant, let's first understand that what is the requirement of the people who are trying to select you for a B school. So if they're trying to select you for the B school, it was easy to determine whether you should be extroverted or introverted. वो तो easy था. Thinking, feeling में भी easy था because we knew that of course we need a little more rational people than the people having feelings, but the scale should not go 100-0. It should be 50-50, 60-40, or something like that. But when it comes to observant traits and intuitive traits, ये दोनों ही features एक इंसान में बहुत equally present होने चाहिए, because एक B school के student के लिए it's equally important to think of all the possible scenarios in hand, okay, before taking any decision for the company. And at the same time, that person should also be more practical enough and more action oriented, that okay, I have to do it. So the doer of the society, as I said, observant trait, okay, they should have a clear picture in their mind while working. And so you see that intuitive and observant qualities may, you can go on any either side of the scale. आप ज़्यादा intuitive और कम observant और vice versa भी हो सकते हो. But the thing which you cannot bear is a scale going above 75-25 scale on either sides. Okay, so how to determine the answer then? For that, let's see the few questions which come in this category. The first question is, you often think that what will happen after death? Okay, so in this type of question, this is determining your intuitive and observant scale. Okay, so if you go with a totally agree, then you will be pushed to a higher percentage of intuitive. Okay, and if you don't want to do that, so the best answer for this will be somewhat agreeing to this. Okay, if you somewhat agree, you will be pushed a little bit to the intuitive side. Now let's balance our answers. How am I talking to balance the answers? Let's read the other question. You rarely like theoretical discussions. Now theoretical discussions would definitely be preferred by intuitive already, but क्योंकि हमने intuitive एक बार select कर ही लिया था ना, now let's move to the other side of the scale. Other side of the scale यानी कि observant personality, and for that we will try to agree with what the second question is saying. You really like theoretical discussions? Somewhat agree that yes, I rarely like it. I don't like it a lot. If I say I don't like it a lot, I'm pushing myself to the observant scale. Okay, so अब यहाँ एक balance बना between intuitive and observant. Now get down to the third part. You often get carried away in the philosophical discussions. If you remember the statistics above, it was clearly mentioned that 83% of the people with intuitive traits drift off during the conversation, and 58% of observant people have said so. So if you get this kind of a question, what will you answer? If you say, if you agree that yes, you get carried away in the philosophical discussions, then you are again pushing yourself to the intuitive scale. Let's say, let's like agree with this, or let's disagree with this, whatever you feel like. Okay, but you need to maintain a balance. For now, I'm just agreeing with it that yes, okay, I get carried away. And there was a very nice question in my comment section once, that what will happen if we don't understand a particular question clearly in the psychometric test? What is the savior answer there? So the savior answer is neither agree nor disagree, and just remember it in your mind that if at all you find it difficult to understand a particular question in the psychometric test, you're surely going to go with neither agree nor disagree. Okay. Okay. Now, next, you like movies which have an end which is left for the viewer to interpret? Of course not. You have already pushed yourself to the intuitive scale in two answers. Let me just write it so that you can remember it. So, you have pushed yourself into the intuitive scale for two answers. Now, you need to prove yourself that you are observant. So, if you are observant, you should not like the end which is left for the user to interpret. So, you will go with somewhat disagree. Now, once you write somewhat disagree, you push yourself again to the observant scale. Okay, mixed answers. This is called as mixed answers. Next question. You are not a fan of abstract art. If you agree to this, you would push yourself to observant category. And if you uh, just disagree that no, I am a fan, then you would push yourself to intuitive category. Now this answer depends upon the next answer. You often avoid the leadership roles in the group. Okay, not really depends upon it, but kind of affects it. So let me say that I will go with somewhat disagree over here. I'll say that no, because I just said that the movies which have an open end for the viewer to interpret, I disagreed that no, I don't like it. So how can I be an fan of abstract art? This can be one question in mind, right? So will you like to go with strongly disagree or strongly agree? Okay, this is your choice, guys. Nothing as mine, but I just wanted to keep a balance over here. So if you would be going over with strongly agree that you're not a fan, then you're again pushing yourself to the intuitive scale. Now the last question will determine the balance. So you often avoid the leadership roles in the group. Now no matter whatever you have answered at the top, when it comes to leadership roles, please, they are asking you to avoid it. So if you go for totally disagree or somewhat disagree, then both the answers will be fine for you. You can even go for totally disagree. Okay, this will push you again back to the observant scale, and you would find that you are the doer of the society, as I already mentioned. And answering like this will give you a balanced score of this particular scale. So in this scale, we have to answer accordingly, so that whatever answers we choose should have a balance between them. I know that selecting what answer will give me what kind of an energy scale, and therefore try to keep your answers into the range of 50-50, 60-40, or 70-30. Now, after watching this video, I want you people to again go back and go for a psychometric test again, and whenever you get these type of related questions, try to create a balance in them and see what kind of an energy scale percentage you get. Share your results in the comment section and I'll surely discuss over it. And there's one more part for this video where I'll be discussing the tactus scale, which is one of the most important scales, and how to answer it to get a balance there. So until the next video comes, please take care and thanks for watching.